Do you find that you suffer when you experience loss, sickness, or physical pain? Do you feel it's normal to experience suffering under such circumstances? Imagine if you could go through loss, sickness, and physical pain without suffering. In this video, I intend to teach you how to do just that, so stick around. Hi, my name is Richard Haight, and I spent 15 years in Japan studying the ancient arts. I received 4 master's licenses in samurai arts and in 1 healing art. Through that training, I received great wisdom, and I'd like to share that wisdom with you. In ancient times, the samurai had developed incredible tools of awareness, best described as meditations, but not like any meditation that you might know. These meditations and awareness tools have utterly transformed my life, and I'd like to share them with you. You can get a free 7-day trial by clicking the link below. I hope to see you there. Now on with the video. We're all going to experience loss, sickness, and physical pain. But not all of us will suffer during the experience. I know what it's like to suffer. I experienced that suffering for much of my life, but through the training, I developed an awareness that transcended the suffering. And the awareness is very, very simple. The suffering is, the first thing we need to clarify is the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is a bodily experience. It's of the nervous system. It is unavoidable. It speaks for itself, whether you like it or not. It has its own inherent quality. It has its own inherent meaning, and it's not something you can just ignore easily. In fact, it's the one thing in life that is going to recur over and over again that we have very little control of, no matter our station in life. Poor people suffer, rich people suffer, sometimes in different ways, but oftentimes in very similar ways. We're all going to get sick, and we're all going to know people who get sick. We're all going to lose things which are precious to us, and we all will know people who will lose things that are precious to them. And of course, we're all going to die, and we're all going to lose people that are precious to us. And through those experiences, the question is, can we experience the pain without adding anything to it, which means to experience it without suffering? Suffering is an attitude, not so much a physical response, but an attitude. The suffering that we experience oftentimes is caught up in, or is, let's see, exemplified by the narrative in our mind. We have a story that goes on. Oh, I lost this, I lost that was important. How can I survive without him or her? It was too early to lose them. Why am I sick again? That sort of thing. Maybe we feel shame and blame. We might feel anger. When we get sick, we might have cancer. We get angry at the universe, or we might get angry at God. We might get angry at our parents for giving us faulty genes. But just remember, even the Buddha died of cancer, according to the best estimates. Everyone dies. The question is, can we get through our loss and sickness and dying with less suffering? And so we can actually use loss, sickness, and suffering, loss, sickness, and pain, failures, whenever we're trying to learn something. These are all opportunities to exercise silence and to experience directly what is occurring without creating a mental narrative, without excuses, without blame or shame, without justification, without victimization. To experience the sickness just as it is, to experience the loss just as it is, to experience death just as it is, with the intention of refining attitude. That's the true secret. Most of us think of spirituality in some sort of abstract or lofty way, but really its fundamental aspect is a shift in attitude. And it's the shift in attitude which allows us to be more present in each moment. There's actually a physiological change that occurs throughout the awakening process. And that is that the brain itself starts to change its neural pathways so that the voices of victimization or blame or shame or guilt anger, so that those pathways don't just fire by default, so that those emotions are not the default experience. But it's only through practicing being present, practicing relaxing into and accepting the reality as it is with the intention to learn or improve from it, that the brain can change. And that change occurs when we sleep at night through neuroplasticity. And so we want to make sure that we're exercising right attitude every day, at least a little bit. Even just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes is enough. Every opportunity we have to view the challenges in life as a training opportunity, all of those moments are precious. Make use of them. Now, of course, it is very, very helpful and greatly expedites the process if you're practicing meditation each day. And so I highly recommend, even if it's just 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, that you take up a form of meditation and practice. And that brings me to the end of the video, where I'm going to remind you, I'm offering a free 7-day trial of the meditations that I learned through Samurai training. These meditations are active and they can be used on the mat or off the mat, with eyes open, while moving, while walking, while talking, while working, while loving. They utterly transform my life, and I'm sure if you give it a try, you'll love it. Go ahead and click the link below, and I hope to see you there.